Assalamualaikum and good day. Welcome to System Demonstration. My name is Afiq Syarifuddin Ibrahim. In this presentation, I will demonstrate the full end-to-end functional of Monitrax, an intelligent personal financial management application driven by optical character recognition and a real-time budget engine. We begin with Module 1, Authentication and Onboarding. In this interface, user need create a new account. So they click create one. So in this, user need to put their email and password. The system enforce strict password strength, validation and check for duplication registration before generating a secure session token that's stored locally. For example, this is a new account. So user need to click I agree with term and condition. User can see the terms and privacy policy if the user click the underline button, underline words, right? So click agree, and then user need to create account. After that, user will be upon registration, new user must complete financial questionnaire. So the first, this is what Monitrax is all about. So this is the introduction of what is Monitrax and everything. So, for example, Monitrax is smart financial management that leverage OCR technology and Gemini API to intelligent automate personal financial management. Monitrax also use KWSP recommended framework of financial literacy, which is 50% of needs, 30% of wants, and 20% of saving. This is the fundamental pillars that user can choose, and others. Let me show next. So this is demographic of user. For example, username Rahman, and age about 21, and occupation maybe students. So next, this is a primary financial goals. In this goal has a different needs, want, and saving. For example, for saving money, there has 30% needs, 30% of wants, and saving for 40% from their income. So next is reduce debt. So reduce debt is needs to pay the debt. So the allocation is greater than 60% other than wants and saving. And track spending is the KWSP framework, which is 50% needs, 30% wants, and 20% savings. And lastly is invest more, which is we reduce the wants and increase the needs and saving. So for example, for this student, I choose track spending. So next, this is allocation of the month. So user need to put the income. So for example, this is the standard, which is 1,500. So after that, user need to choose income frequently. For example, if is from allowance or something. So for example, choose 27 because it's a payday. 27 right here. So continue. So this is here recommended budget that based on the pillar. However, user can customize the budget if they want to explore more. So, but I'm satisfied with this budget. So if this is the personalization your dashboard inside. This is for the branch that user can choose. So for example, the priority, for example, user have education because a student. So the wants is skincare or fashion. I say fashion. So and lastly is the priority of saving. For example, emergency fund. So launch my dashboard. This is the full dashboard of the Monitor application, which is have the remaining balance, budget breakdowns, recurring bills, and lastly, recent transaction. Next, we go to the expenses. Now, logging into our primary user account, let us examine our core expense recording module. Monitrax offer two ways to add expenses. For the first one is smart scan and second one is manual entry. So I'm going to show you the first part is smart scan. So user need a click smart scan and then choose image from, which is snapping receipt using camera or importing from gallery. So for this example, I will go with a camera. Alright, user need to capture the receipt, and then Gemini 3.5 Flash will be analyze the receipt using through API key. So after that, it will be a verification form. User need to review and confirm all the correct, make sure all the detail are correct. So this is the receipt dated 14 July. 14 July 2026. So this is what we call it, checking, review and checking. And then amount, 1 ringgit 80 cents and machine from 99 speedmart. So user need to choose the category pillar, which is this is for example for groceries. So after that, the branch is grocery, the category pillar is needs, so user need to click save. So it will click save, and the main remaining balance will be auto deducted. All right, for the next option is manual entry, which is this is a backup from if the OCR API do not work properly. So user can do a manual entry, which is for example, user eat 5 ringgit, buy something, buy for example water, and then next choose a category which is needs, and also for example makan, and then it also click a confirm and save. So after that we uh, calculate the remaining balance, which is I call it budget engines. So that's all. The second module is at expense for this application. Alright, next user can use upcoming bills. So this is a recurring bill. Every month user need to pay. For example, this user as SOX, which is a subscription for telco, and then Wahid for investment, and also for Spotify for entertainment. So user can easily add the bill and also which pillar and under branch, what branch. So this is the recurring bill, and then after that, user can also see the recent transaction that has been made. For example, the 99 speedmart for scanning using a smart scan, and also manual entry for water. So user also can do a create, read, update, and also delete the transaction from this, which is they can update, and then they can save or they can delete the transaction that has been made before. So for example, I save this. Alright, so this is the overall in the homepage. Next, I will go to the next, which is insight. In this insight, user can see their spending habits, spending category, and then the daily trend, which is how many. This is when the peak during this month that spending is highest. So behavior analysis, and also the predict summary, which is we align with budgets and targets, and then also they can see transaction history for this month only, for this July. So for example, I want to see the previous month insight and analysis. So I click back, and then this is the last month of financial analysis. So the spending breakdown have 55% wants and needed is more than wants and saving, and also the daily trends, which is the day of 22 June has the highest expense from this user, and also the behavior analysis, and towards category towards it. So let's also have a transaction history. Alright, that's all for the insight and analysis. So next, I'm going to go to the budgets. So for this budgeting hub, which is this is the overall the second core, which is a real-time budgeting, which is I call it budgeting hub. So there's this income, this budgeting also can update the changes of the income for the user, right? So they can choose, for example, 22. Before this, 23. So I choose the 22 and then click save. And then also the monthly income, for example, this month doesn't have allowance. So for example, I choose, for example, 100 and 1,300. So this is the budgeting for this month. And also the pillar of the management. So this is the user can choose a pillar and everything. Right. So I didn't want to choose. So this is the branch manager, which is user can update, delete, or add more branch. So branch for needs, wants, and saving. So this is the pillar breakdown for the branch, which the highest one, which is for the needs is makan. And then for the wants is gift, and for the saving is nothing because I didn't, this user doesn't input the saving. So last, so next we're gonna go to the if the user has reached the 80% of budgeting. So after user logging, the warning has been sent using system automatically send the budget warning, and also it's highlight the 80% has reached and also how many remaining balance user have and what action need to do. So this is the overall the monitor application offered. For the profile, so for the profile, user can update their goals, their monthly income at the edit profile, and then save the change. And then next, the recurring transaction also like in the homepage. And then this is the 80% of threshold alert. So this is threshold alert is when the budgeting reach 80%. So it will be the system automatically send a notification and also flag this account that 80% has reached. So warning to user to have to more be careful in spending, and also the income reminder. So the change password, for example, change a current new password and everything. So next is export transaction, which is user can export all the transaction has been made using the this app, export into a CSV file. All right, this is the CSV file. And then lastly is the privacy and policy of the terms for this app. Right. So next, lastly, you're going to go to the help and feedback. So user can see what is the Monitrax, what is Monitrax and everything, frequent asked question, and also user can submit feedback. That's all from the side of the user. Right, for the admin also can use all the features like others users did, but the main user the different from other user is admin oversight, which is admin can see the how to manage user. This is the active user we have right now. So admin also can see the deleted history. This is deleted history. So admin also can click the purge history, which is permanently delete all the transaction and everything from the database. Alright, so next is financial goals, which is when user onboarding question, user need to choose a primary goal. So admin has power to adjust the default budgeting financial goals. So lastly is user feedback. So if user send a feedback, admin can see or mark a resolve or email or do a correction action. So this is for example, general feedback. So for the bug report and also feature suggestion and account issue or others. So this is all the for the admin oversight or admin portal. That's all the demonstration for the Monitrax expense tracker with OCR technology. Thank you for watching.